Okay, now it was on a blank screen. I think the sound and audio was off. I'm sorry. Welcome to the Minions of News Sunday night.
The one time I don't make sure you do that, and you.
Yeah. Yes, it's true. It's true. It's true. With me tonight, I have the wonderful, wonderful Maddy. How you doing, Maddy?
Hey, I'm all right. How are you?
I am okay. Thank you for asking. Also, oh, sorry, that was rude. Bleh. Also, I have Spoonie, the wonderful froggy Spoonie.
Hi.
Look at all them frogs.
Yes, frog with.
How you doing?
I'm all right.
Yeah, that's good. I love the frogs. They're so cute.
Yes.
I hate to say this, but where the cigarette is that the rat is smoking, it looks like my dog is taking a fart.
Okay.
That's not going to be a good smoke rat. So.
I don't get to choose where I'm placed in the cage.
I'm just saying.
What you talking about,
Don't
right?
like
What
the
you talking
fart
about?
I will point you towards upper management to deal with this problem.
Oh wait. Ah! Maybe if you turned around. Maybe if you. Oh God, I forgot how to do it.
you know, I think the reason Rat's face is squinting every few minutes is those dog farts make for not a tasty smoke, and he's like,
there we go. That's better. He's no longer catching your butt on fire, Maddy.
Aye.
And with that, we got Smoking Rat.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi, Rat-a-tat. We have, oh, I forgot. How you doing?
I am doing good, doing better now. We've avoided a potential catastrophe.
Yes.
It's good.
Yes. Maddie no longer has hot tail.
Yes.
We also... Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I'd asked you. I was just trying to get introduction.
Prior to this, I have had a wonderful weekend.
Yes.
So that's all I wanted to add.
Yay! We also have the wonderful, sweet, this nice, cute, sweet Jen.
Hi.
How you doing?
I noticed I'm back on Blue's head.
Yes, back on Blue's head. Feeding him thoughts.
Yeah, I thought he said that I was going to be on a bush, and he was all sad. I was like, yeah, I know. I was going to try to trick him into the bushes. You know, like, hey kid, I got candy.
Right.
Come here.
Like I said, he's got separation anxiety. He's like, no. We have okay. We have a wonderful co-host. We have BuhLooZeR. Hello, BuhLooZeR.
Hi.
Hi. How's you?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Now that I have my flower,
No.
I have everything I need.
You can continue on. Things aren't so horrible. Oh, glorious day. And lastly, I was going to say last but not least, but we all know that he's least, Lodi! How you doing, Lodi?
I disavow.
Piss off. You know, if you think I'm the least, if you think I'm not important enough, I'll just go away.
No! Please don't leave me. Please don't leave me.
Yeah, who has separation anxiety now?
Shut up. No! Okay! So how is everybody doing?
Good.
I'm hanging in there.
I'm alive, I think.
You think? Have you checked your pulse?
Yeah, there's still a pulse there.
Yeah, you're still pulsing? For now. Well, please continue to pulse. You are not allowed to die. Sorry. No die!
See, it's not really dying. Sometimes I think that because Blue has sleep problems, that he's just dreaming about these streams. Like, this is all just an imagination, and when he wakes up, he'll be like,
Oh, God.
God, what have I been
I hate
eating?
dreams. I hate them.
You hate dreams? I love dreams. How could you hate dreams?
They fuck with my sense of reality too much. I end up waking up very confused. Every time I remember a dream, I hate them.
Hold on. I'd just like to mention this. I know I'm like not. Wait, I don't know how this goes. I've talked to you, and we're talking now, but like, don't I affect your sense of reality anyway? So
Never mind.
Are you dreaming or aren't you? And if you are, why are you dreaming about a rat? See?
It's better
It's
to
all very
dream about
Smoking rat, too.
Look, the way I see it
Are
is
you
it's better to
fucking
dream about a rat than have a nightmare
with
about
his
your
brain?
teeth falling out and you trying to hold them in.
Oh God, that sounds
I'm-
horrifying, Maddy.
That's
I'm
the only
dreaming
dream that
side-eye.
wakes me up and makes me run into the bathroom to make sure my teeth haven't fallen
Oh
out.
my God, that's an awful nightmare.
Oh God.
They used to have, like, a reason for that. Like, I remember there was, like, books on dreamology and stuff, and there is a specific reason for that one, but given all the stuff that's going on in your life, it kind of... You probably don't need to connect the dots on why you're having those.
Well, I haven't had one of those in like a good over 10 years or so. And there's two reasons that I looked up that I found. One is actually a mundane reason that I'm trying to do too much at once. The other one is paranormal, meaning I'm having this dream and the teeth are like a symbolic of somebody in the family about to die, and I
Oh.
can't stop it.
Oh jeez. Well,
Yeah,
hopefully it's
one of the
just,
two.
It is not the paranormal stuff, and it is just the dreams. Yeah. Because
Well,
that
considering my ADD and my bad habit of, overloading myself a lot, it's probably that.
Hopefully. I mean, it sucks that you have the nightmare, but yeah.
I'm easing myself back into the fray of things because, I would sit there and Ronan would see me and I would be stressing and he'd go, "How much do you have on your to-do list today?"
Mmm.
And I'd list it off and he'd go, "How about picking 4 things and sticking with that instead of the 10 that you have? You'd realize 8 hours is enough to work for the day, right?"
Yeah.
Do you think you can do all 10 things in 8 hours? Well, at the time I made the list, I thought I could.
See that's why I try not to go the astrology route with dreamology, because there usually is kind of... Your brain is usually telling you stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's what is it saying? It's like talking to something through, like, water. It's telling you something. You're like, I don't understand you. I don't understand you.
Well, maybe I don't understand. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm gonna say hi to chat real quick. Let's see who we got in chat. Who we got? We got Badger. Hey, Geisho. Well, hello, Cardboard and Games Archives. It is nice to meet you. I don't think I've ever seen you before. Hi. And yes, it's funny that you mentioned D&D because we were thinking about at some point maybe getting a group together and playing a little bit of D&D. I was thinking about it. If anybody was interested, I mean, I'd have to learn D&D all over again because blows to the head and knowledge out of here. Yeah. Hey, Zach. Hello, Mr. Yes.
So, crude joke incoming. Can you say you got the sense knocked out of you?
Why, yes, many times.
Okay.
I'd like to learn.
Aye.
Hey,
Sorry.
Ducky. Hello, Pat. And I missed somebody a second ago. I missed somebody. Civic. Hello. I think I got everybody. No, I didn't. Fromun. Hello, Dad. How are you? You are the goober. Yes, you are the goober father. Sorry. Anyway.
Oh, you're good. It's one of those things where I'm glad that as an adult, I wasn't cheeky enough as a kid to actually say this to an adult, but whenever they would say, like, I'm gonna knock the sense right into you or right out of you, and I'm like, do you think that might be the reason I'm losing some of my common sense, is the knocking it thing?
Yeah, that will do it.
Any quarters out. Ain't got no sense.
Me?
I mean, you do
Remember
that to an adult, you know you're gonna get knocked for it, but I'll
To be okay, story time, a little bit. It's not too long.
Hey, Spittle.
I have this horrible sense of pushing jokes too far sometimes. And, I'm going to knock the sense out of you. Well, I pushed it, and they hit me. So I threw, 75 cents on the ground.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh,
I really did this. I caught quite the whooping for that one.
Yeah. I didn't catch a whooping, but I did get called a smartass. Yeah,
they laughed at it, but they still whooped my butt for it.
Yeah, I did get called a smartass for what I had done one time because we were having a friend stay with us. I was married to my second husband. Ian had lost his apartment. He's Jewish. He would pick on me about being Cuban. I would pick on him about being Jewish. And there was this one day in Paul's homeschooling that I was doing the mental math thing. When you shoot off simple problems and out loud, he has to say the answers, right? Well, Ian had been picking on me really hard that morning, and all of a sudden I saw a quarter on the desk, and I couldn't help myself. I picked up the quarter, and right in the middle of the math drill, I went, Paul, how long does it take a Jew to pick up a quarter? And I flipped the quarter. He followed the quarter to the ground, Ian did, picked up the quarter, stood back up. Without missing a beat, Paul went, I think that was about a second.
Nice.
And Ian stopped, looked at me, and went, you smartass! Oh, goddamn. And he walked out of the office. Because he realized what I did.
That's pretty funny.
Sorry, excuse me. For good grief. What was it?
That was a ferret yawn. It started at one end and went all the way to the bottom.
Yawns tend to do that sometimes.
Right?
This ain't do the loud, shrill one this time, but now I'm gonna do it again. Thank you, Jen.
Yeah, we want to yawn. It's contagious.
I'm picturing the art for that too. I keep having these moments where I'm like, I wish I had the ability to just pop out art.
I'm sure you could if you tried. I'm sure you could. It's not as I say. It's not as hard as people think it is. It is. I can't draw hardly nothing either. I have to sit there and think about it for hours and hours, and then finally it takes me forever, and I get something that looks like.
Well, it's the computer thing. The more I try to draw things with the mouse, the more I resent it, and the more I'm like, I should have gone the pad route.
Yeah, if you're gonna draw with the mouse, you gotta lay the curves. It's best to lay your little, is it called curves? Them down, and then have it use the stroke path, and then It takes forever though. I used to do that when I had a mouse though. I couldn't.
Well, with like more modern programs, you can set the what is it called? Stabilization really high. That would help with drawing with a mouse. But yeah, get a drawing tablet. For the love of God, please. If you're gonna draw on a computer.
It's basically like that. It's like either that or like I draw things with
my
pencil. Which I mean I could do that too. Just draw things with pad and pencil, steal the scanner from my brother's room, scan it, and then just send it to you two. Or three. Because Spoonie likes to draw it too.
Yeah. Hi, Red! Costin! Sorry. That was aggressive. Just a little bit. Just a little aggressive. Hi, Costin. How are you doing? Yeah, drawing on the computer is tricky. I have a tablet that I draw on. It's much easier. My iPad. I can't do the whole mouse thing anymore.
I'm just so used to a pencil. Like I've always used a pencil. If it wasn't a pencil, it was a crayon, And crayon is like it's the same thing. Or a paintbrush. Like paintbrush is probably the only other medium that I kind of tend to know. And I stand by my opinion that everything you do on the computer or the tablet, you can do that with a paintbrush because that's how they got the motions in the first place.
Yeah. I like the tablets though because in the computers, because you have unlimited colors, you don't have to go out to the art store and buy all the Prismacolor pencils, and they cost all the monies, and you have no monies to get the colors that you want, and it sucks and blah blah blah.
Well, it's like I joke with Blue all the time. I think I don't know if I mentioned this to you, but I have oil paints that I've had since high school.
Yeah.
And I'll never throw them out. My mom's like, "Why do you keep these things?" And I'm like, "Because they're still good."
Yeah,
Oil
those
paint
things
never-
last forever.
Like, and if you were to go out and buy one now, like those tubes, like the size of tube, I'm like, yeah, that's a $20 tube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like,
oils are like, yeah, they last so long.
but you do have to mix them though, and that was always the thing. Like, do I have enough paint to validate mixing that color?
Rod, are you okay? What happened?
I'm laughing.
Oh, that's what that is. I thought it was gas.
I'm trying to stop myself from laughing.
You're fine.
I cracked myself up with a dumb joke because you guys were talking about drawing. I'm not good at drawing on the computer and that, and my brain went, "Oh, drawing on the computer bites, huh?"
Yeah.
And it killed me. I got laughing, and I was like, "No, they're trying to talk. Be quiet!" And I couldn't stop myself. I'm sorry.
It was good. It was cute.
That was
No, they're talking about drawing and drawing tablets and brushes and paints and colors and not having to go to the art store. And my little old-fashioned calligraphy ass is over here going, "Just smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave."
Well, calligraphy's hard too. Like I tried.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, Blue. Like I
You're
tried.
fine.
Not necessarily like Asian calligraphy because there is a difference, but like old English style lettering, that kind of stuff. And between the pens, it really is kind of a technique. Like how you start your strokes is different from how I learned.
When people, I have been asked a couple of times, what I suggest somebody, that's starting out do. So it's find yourself a workbook either online or at a craft store or an art store. They usually have strokes that you can follow. Do not start out with the dip pens. That is, those are advanced. Don't start out with the dip pens and the India ink. Start out with the calligraphy felt tip pens that are chiseled. Don't buy the cartridge pens because those are hit or miss. Some cartridge pens for calligraphy actually work. Some you put the cartridge in and the ink just pours out the end.
Oh,
Because
you
they're
said
so cheaply
dip
made,
pens.
it's hilarious.
Dip pens, not D-ice. Okay.
Yeah, dip pens.
Yeah,
like
don't
you
start
have the
those.
nibs that you have to
Ew.
put in the nib holders and dip it in the India ink. I did make a mistake once at the ripe young age of 13 of spilling an entire bottle of India ink in a carpet.
Oh
no.
God,
Actually,
that would
this,
never come out. The
The only thing that got it up was whole milk, believe it or not.
wow.
This one would impress you just a little bit, Maddy. I know it's Crayola, but they do tips now for that kind of stuff. Like, they're expensive because it's Crayola. Like, they overprice their shit all the time. But I was like, for kids starting out, that's great.
There
like
used to be Ken something. Let me see. Ken. He used to do like a beginner kits. I can't remember. Ken Brown. Ken Brown usually has a kit of about 5 pens, different widths, and his own calligraphy workbook that if you wanted to start out with it, you can buy. And he actually goes through the whole explanation of what angle the pen tip needs to be at, how hard to press, how to do the strokes individually before you actually put the letters together, and how to do the strokes. Because if you get to the metal pens that dip, that are chiseled, you are only supposed to do strokes that are down and to the right. Because if you go up and to the left, you can either rip the paper or bend the tip.
Wow.
And it's very painful when you bend the tip for some guys, really. I had to lead into that. Sorry, couldn't help it.
No, but calligraphy done right, and I do mean that for both styles. Like it's similar to, it isn't similar, but it is similar in terms of like there's technique to it. When you're looking at like Asian calligraphy, and yes, I'm saying Asian as a blanket statement because they have their own language. Yes, it changes, but there's still art to it. Like you go to China, they have art and calligraphy. Same with Japan.
Yep.
Some of it's really beautiful. Like when they mix it with their paintings, I'm like, yeah, but we have that too. Like, yeah, we do.
Well, here it's gone from, because talk about feeling ancient when you say calligraphy online and some young kid goes, "What's that?" And you're like, "Oh God." And the easiest way to explain it is, all the fancy writing and greeting cards? I do that. And then they go, "Oh, cool. Do you use a computer?"
Well, it's like kids don't even really do handwriting anymore. Like that's been gone for a long time, actually.
Like I know people don't even do the cursive. I think is what I've heard. They don't do cursive, teach it in the schools anymore, which kind of like blows my mind because learn cursive in like the first grade.
Yeah, we have a friend of ours that lives in Texas, and I was telling him that when if I got back into the calligraphy and practicing and stuff again, I wanted to do streams where I was doing the calligraphy, and he goes, "Oh, we could get you an art tablet and you can do the." I said, "I'm not doing the digital calligraphy." I said, "If I'm going to do calligraphy on stream, it's going to be with parchment paper, dipping pens, and ink, the old style." He goes, "Oh, I don't think anybody's going to want to see that."
No, they probably would, actually.
Yeah, it's very cool. I don't know why nobody would not want. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, they would. They would. It's just people have this idea of what crafty people are into because they're not crafty. I might not be into that craft specifically. That doesn't mean that I don't want to watch on occasion, because sometimes that part of me that's like, well, that's an interesting technique.
Yeah.
It's still an interesting technique. Can I apply that to something else? Believe it or not, sometimes you can.
Yeah.
And the last time I looked, there were 4 certified calligraphy masters left in the world.
That's sad. That's super sad.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you learned.
And they're probably old too, which means there's like, hey, you know what? I would suggest you do it. You know what? If you feel up to it, do it, because it is a lost art. Inspire someone else to do it too,
Yep.
You learned
get my
calligraphy in the 4th or 5th grade. That's pretty cool. We were never taught that kind of stuff. That's neat.
I was shown it in the 4th grade, and then there was a neighbor of ours that when I went, I found out that they did it, and they gave me their entire binder of exercises to do and their dip pens to do them with. So I actually started out with the dip pens, trying to figure out how to do them correctly. I was 12.
Yeah, that was very nice.
It's always nice when somebody's willing to mentor you a little bit.
Yes, yes, that was very nice of them. Also, hi, Cryptic. Cryptic. Oh God.
Hi, Cryptic.
Don't sound too enthusiastic about it. It's the Goober Reaper. Hey, Scott. Wait, wasn't Scott already in here?
Yeah.
I said hi to him before.
Oh, okay, okay. See, that confuses me. This is too many screen names confusing me. What the fuck? Wait. Is it more than one name for Scott? Scott, do you have more than one screen name?
Oh, he changes his name all the time. Keeping up with it is... Yeah.
Wait, what was you saying, Jen?
Oh, Mr. Scott changes his name all the time. I'm always kind of guessing.
Okay, yeah.
To be fair, in YouTube, it's been like pretty consistent, but then he had then Spoonie. Sorry. When Spoonie did like his more recent like profile picture, he made a new account, Goober Reaper. So
I like it though. We're all in danger. Oh, lordy.
Oh,
just real quick.
That would be hilarious.
Just real quick though. Oh.
Go ahead.
Well, it's directed at you, Maddy. So just to bring it back to your last subject real quick to end it though. Red just wanted to know if you've ever done the calligraphy with the feathers.
No, I have not. I've always wanted to, but I haven't been able to find the feather pens in order to try it with, because those is the reservoir of ink is actually in the part of the feather, the shaft of the feather, I think is what they call it. that doesn't exactly have a nib of its own. You have to craft the nib at the end of it, and the reservoir is the shaft. Double entendres all around.
Aye.
Yeah, I'm the confusion. Don't understand.
It's fine. We all know you're stupid.
Thanks.
Meh.
Nah.
Wait, what are we making?
Because you're stupid.
What?
What? Who?
Listen, I don't
Where?
think
Who? What?
a working the shaft joke would work really well in a group
Oh,
where they're
God.
working with calligraphy pens.
Oh,
I can just
Stop!
Does this keep coming and going?
No!
Sorry,
Will
Maddy.
you people stop? Come on!
Okay.
Gonna end
I
up
hate it
laughing.
here.
Gonna end up laughing again. You're not helping.
Well, what's wrong with laughing, Rat-Tat? You can laugh.
That's all. You don't need an hour of me laughing uncontrollably, do you?
Maybe. You don't know
Well-
what I need.
Probably.
You don't
No.
know what...
Oh,
Nah. Oh, Rat. You should tell everybody
What?
what you did this weekend.
well. Okay, yeah, that's right. I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I only told you about it, didn't I?
Mhm.
Yeah, I went RC racing, little remote control cars, and for the first
Sweet.
time ever, I got first place.
Neat.
Nice.
Yup, he won.
I won.
RC race, is that the little remote control?
Yeah,
car?
little remote control cars. Yeah, these are not real little. I mean, they're what, about a foot long or something like that, 13 inches long, something like that. Yeah, but they're a lot faster than I thought they were when I first started. Like I thought it was going to be, like just typical, like something you could buy at a store. But these are like, they'll do like 30, 35 miles an hour. They're fast.
Yeah. I'm
And
proud
they're flying
of you.
around.
So you won first place. That's awesome.
That is really
that-
cool.
Have never got a first before. And it was, it was really nice. Oh, thank you. Oh, clapping.
You're welcome.
Yay!
Yeah, good
clap.
job. You pulled out all the stops for this. Well done.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it for the guy who comes in first.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was cackling over you, Spoonkie. What was you saying?
I was saying you need to applaud for the guy who comes first.
No.
Red,
Do, do, do,
don't
ching.
What do you
understand.
think you can see me, Red? How can you not see the big frog in the background here? Red.
I think she means she can't hear you. If she can't hear
Oh,
you,
darn.
she can't see you. You know.
I'm not John Cena now.
I do need to turn you up a little bit, Spoonie. I can't hear you very
Um,
good. There we go. I'm happy. Why were you? Okay. There we go.
I don't know.
Yay. Now I think I'll be able to hear. Wait.
I was
What
gonna
about
reach
John?
out with my tablet, but my eyeballs are bad, so
Aw.
yeah.
Well,
What
mine
about
would
John
be great.
Cena? Who's John Cena? Why are we
Oh,
talking
he's a wrestler.
well, yeah,
used
I
to-
know. But...
He just
Basically-
does a move where it says you can't see him.
Oh,
don't know what it means. Yeah.
Derp. Okay. Makes sense
You know,
now.
Every time my brother would watch that era of wrestling with his friends, I couldn't take it seriously. You know, I would hang out with them on occasion because they would, do a D&D, and I was trying to learn the game, and they'd have wrestling in the background. And like the tidy whitey outfits that this one group were always wearing, and I'm like, a group of dudes wrestling like that. And I ain't
I mean,
anti-gay. I ain't anti-gay, but I was like, dude, I can't take this seriously. Is this supposed to be on Pornhub? For like,
Well, I mean, if you're doing
Oh,
it right,
Jesus.
then maybe it probably should be on Pornhub.
And just as y'all mentioned Pornhub, I look at chat and Patrick, no.
Oh, wait.
what did
No.
he say?
Oh God.
White girls
Oh.
F dogs.
Ah!
No.
Uh,
So I haven't any strange dreams, Mister? Yes, I have strange dreams all the time, even when I'm awake. So it's like my life is strange. I have a maladapted daydreaming imagination. Yeah, I daydream a lot. I have lots of weird dreams. I just don't know why you say that, Patrick. No, I'm not gonna sing it. No.
It's
You know,
It's catchy
I
though.
gotta, I gotta remember that later. It's one of those things that I sympathize with my Ontario friends, but it's one of those other reasons why I want to build a wall around Ontario. We'll leave it there. Costa knows what I'm talking about. He's like, shut up, Jen, shut up, Jen, shut up, Jen. I don't remember that story.
Cardboard and Games Archives wants to know how we have the animated puppets.
Oh, it is. Well, the easy one to start out with is video tube. To get the hang of it. Yes, I would go there. It's spelled. One second, I'll get the spelling for you.
I'll get the link up.
You got the link up for him? Okay, thank you.
I'll get it up.
Thank you, BuhLooZeR. Thank you. BuhLooZeR is gonna, Mr. I'm on everything. He's gonna put the link in chat for you, so you can check that out.
I'll put up PNG Tubing Plus, which is what we use.
That's
PNG Tuber Plus is what we're using now for the Kefki's one and my one.
Yes.
It allows a lot. That's what allows like the more dynamic movements.
It's honestly it's better, but it's a little bit more difficult to get the hang of. You gotta have layers. It's very much. It reminds me of trying to make a VTuber, like the entry level to VTuber model making, because you still have to cut the model into bits and parts, then piece it back together. It just doesn't have as much movement, but it's like I said, beginner steps, baby steps toward it. Yeah, but Blue has done this, and he's done amazing with putting them together. He drew his, which it looks so freaking awesome. I love his line work. It's steady and even and great. And then I threw mine. I scribbled mine together. So yeah. But he put it together, but I scribbled mine. As I was saying. As I was saying, how dare you say something nice to me, you booger.
How dare I?
How
that is so awful.
But yeah,
speaking of saying nice things, thank you, Red, for recognizing that it is a Boston Terrier. Because people look at Ruby in real life and go, "Is that a boss? Is that a boxer?" And the first thing my brain does is, eh.
Yeah, it's so cute. They're so cute.
Can I explain Spoonie's one as well?
Why, yes, you can.
So with Spoonie's one, that one's actually just it's an animated video I made for like birthday, and then using Discord Reactive, which is like a different one that takes like Discord audio. I just did the mouth movements in that.
Because if you wanna have multiple people with multiple puppets and their mouths move and so forth, you want to use the Discord Reactive, the reactive one, because it's really kind of impossible to do it with. Well, it's not impossible because you're doing that now, but then you have to go through this whole rigmarole and paste.
Everyone has to have their own setup, and everyone has to know how to use the Ninja webcam.
I have
There's
one
a lot
request.
to explain.
Yeah,
I have one
Jen?
request for Spoonies, because I am your conscience. I think you need one where she can swing her card captor wand.
Aww.
Not specifically at Rat. Like, no offense to Rat, but like for future reference, she needs to have.
I
one where,
would, but I can't because of the way it's set up.
Yeah,
Because the background's masked out, it has to be static.
Yeah, it has to. It can only move within the cutout lines.
Yeah.
Oh, the other ones in the background that are blinking and like Lodi is glowing because he's a ghost. Those are slideshows, basically. right? And
Well-
that's the correct term, right? BuhLooZeR slideshow.
Yep.
Yes, yeah. Jen's the flower is a reactive as well. She has a little bubble that pops up, talking, which is adorable. Yeah.
See,
So
I don't think I need to have like a reactive thing with my little rat because I'm not actually talking. It's
Oh.
more that I'm just projecting into your brain and you're hearing it.
well,
So-
I'm glad you said that because I was working on mouth movements for it, but now I'll stop.
Yeah.
Thanks, Rat.
Yeah, you don't need that. You don't need that for mine. That's how it works. See, I'm convinced that I'm like some sort of a hybrid. I have a theory that I'm some sort of a hybrid consciousness, and I'm actually just slowly, but surely, I'm inhabiting everyone's brain.
Is that why you keep
eventually-
twitching back there?
Yeah, you'll all
Ah.
think like me someday.
So it's kind of painful. You just got to keep projecting it, so you're straining and you keep twitching. That's why you're smoking, because you're stressed.
Yeah, I'm stressed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it stresses you out.
figured.
It's hard work projecting
It is hard work.
yourself into everybody else's consciousness.
Yeah.
See, whenever my creative button is going ding 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 ding, this is an idea, it's always when it's something that can't happen. And I understand where Rat's coming from. The exception is if every other day, you know, when you come to visit, if the mouse were to say cheese, every time you say cheese, just cheese. You know,
Me?
and yeah,
Cheese.
I know.
Mr. Yes, how long until Kefki's a VTuber? That is until she has enough money to pay someone to rig her own. That is streamlabs.com/Kefki.
Well, Jeebus, thank you. Thank you. If you want to donate and contribute, you can. It's in the description box.
Oh, I love making you squirm like that.
Yeah, I can tell. If I could reach over and bop you, I would. I need a bop hammer.
I'd do it anyway.
You'll do it. You gonna bop yourself? Wait, what?
No.
Oh.
Also,
Fly across the screen.
You tempt me. I'm gonna move over and bop.
you're on the other side of the pond. Good luck.
I'm on
Did
the other
you know-
side of the screen too. Well, that made no sense.
No
There we
offense
go.
either, Rat. I just think a rat saying cheese would be cute. Just because.
Oh, no, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. It's just, in my case, it'd probably make more sense if there was a little bubble instead of cheese, it just said toast.
Toast.
I know, right?
Hey,
Yeah,
that
I have
actually
more
works.
Toast.
I'm more partial to toast than I am
know.
cheese, but
It's
if
just
you
'cause
combine
the
them,
cheese, the cheese makes the smile face when you say it.
well, that's true. Like, but if you combine them, like grilled cheese, that's like toast and cheese, and that's really
Yeah. You
That's
need a
why I
little
brought it up
grilled
last week. I
cheese
was like,
on
that's got to be like the epic. Yeah,
Mhm.
almost.
yeah.
Red wants to know what a VTuber is.
What a VTuber is? It is a it is the person who has a character model because they don't want to be on screen and kill people with their ugliness, but they have a character that is that moves, that does more movement than this. It is hard for me to explain, Red. I am sorry.
It's more interactive than a static, not moving image.
Yes, you have to have a camera to,
Okay.
and it tracks your movements, and if it can, and it translates it to the little model. It's like, yeah. I sound Texan. Excuse me? I ain't
You
no
sound like
Texan.
an ex.
Some VTubers
there's a
even have their
friend
like
in the chat.
own.
There's cats in the chat.
Yeah.
I
Some
said it.
VTubers even have their own backstories and stuff like that, depending on how elaborate you want to be.
Yeah. We have our own backstory too, though. I guess we would be classified as PNG tubers, I guess. But
Yep.
good God, I don't want to be classified as anything. We're just here. Okay. We're just
You're just a ferret YouTuber. That's what you are.
Yes.
You're just
Yeah. Thank you, Spoonie. Yes.
Well, here's the thing. A lot of VTubers might be based off of anime characters. Who's to say yours isn't? You could be a
Right.
cute ferret anime character. Why the fuck not?
I am a cute ferret. What the fuck are you
Right?
talking
she's
about?
cute. She's a cute ferret.
Did you say I'm not cute?
Well, you're a ferret,
Okay.
so of course you're cute.
And dangerous.
All
too.
I'm
ferrets are
biased. I
cute.
like ferrets.
I know, I
You
do
gotta-
too.
you-
I love
I-
ferrets.
Wait, if I remember correctly, are we not supposed to call her cute?
We're not,
Ding,
but
ding,
I'll
ding,
Do it
ding.
anyway.
She caught it.
Ignore that because
Maddy caught it.
I'm a naughty flower, and I'm like ferret. Don't care.
I was wondering if anybody would catch it, and Maddy did, because she's a smart cookie. She's K-A-T smart.
her and Viper Sword have the same thing in common. They hate being called cute. So when you started calling Kefki cute, I'm like, I got a duck. We're gonna duck.
Yeah, watch out for Brian pans.
But I am
So-
biased. I had ferrets growing up too, so
Yes, ferrets are
When I-
glorious. They are the sweetest
If I had-
things.
if I had the ability to have the setup to do a proper ferret, I would do a ferret again.
Oh
but
Lord,
they
me
do-
too. Me too. I would
I like
would
the-
have all the ferrets if I could, you know. Cause I love
live-
them. They were so
I live vicariously through about 3 different YouTube channels that own ferrets. One of them is
Yep.
One of them is Fluffy Ferrets.
Foofy ferrets! Oh my god,
Yep.
I love foofy ferrets! I love waffles. I have a
Red-
pillow.
red-
Maddie, I got a pillow of waffles.
Ow.
I got
Red being
yeah.
like, Jen is Canadian. She's probably terrified of ferrets. The land of moose. You think I'm going to be afraid of ferrets? I have to remind myself that moose probably hate me, so I don't accidentally try to feed it like
Moose
some
are
moron.
Dangerous, aren't they? Mises
Yeah.
are dangerous. Mooses.
Oh yeah, they are. Like that's
Oh,
why
the
I have to
mooses?
remind
Badger!
myself that just because I think it's a nice moose doesn't mean it doesn't want to bash my brains in. You know.
Badger, you're not supposed to tell anybody. Shh.
That's like I want to feed the gators, but they're just, they're terrifying, but they're cute though. Can't help it.
I'm supposed to be tricking them, Badger.
They're- they're-
Oh,
They're
sorry.
no lizard puppy.
Ow.
Moose are cute, but my gosh, I've seen them shed that they were shedding. Was it moose that were? No, that was a buck deer. Something. They had antlers, right? And they had skin on their antlers,
Yeah.
and it was and that freaked me the hell out because I was like,
Moose do
"What
it
the
too.
fuck?" Or, it made
Yeah,
me-
they look something of nightmares. Yeah, moose do it too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were rubbing their heads up against a tree trying to get it off there, and I'm like, "Don't that hurt?"
But it's also the fact that they do that I don't judge people for using antlers for their artwork. Everyone always just assumes that they killed an animal. I'm like, no.
Well, you can
They
go
shed them,
out and
yeah.
collect antlers and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
They shed them on occasion, so yeah.
Yeah.
One
Or,
of the-
you can find them like
Wait a minute. Hold on. I just had a thought.
how many?
So, antlers
Yeah.
on, antlered creatures, is that
Mhm,
like
mhm.
basically, would that be the, like, comparing it to a human, would that be like fingernails?
Oh, that's a good. I think
It's-
so, actually.
It's
Right?
for deer, I think it's a little bit more like hair. Because
Okay.
if you think of other animals with horns, they don't just replace those. Like if you think like a rhino or like say an elephant, where it's a the elephant, or sorry, the elephant, it is still a tooth, whereas the rhino, like I think that is a calcium.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I was just trying to think. I was like, it's something that's fairly solid, it's solid, not necessarily bone necessarily, but
Yeah.
something that grows on you that occasionally you have to that you shed or it comes off. I was
Like
the only thing I could
parasitic
think
parasitic
would be like,
people, like a bad friend, you have to shed them because. I'm sorry. They grow on you. Not sorry.
Let's just double check
Sorry,
that
sorry.
one.
Sorry.
yeah, I
No,
wasn't
you're
sure
good.
because
No,
I
you're
know
good.
that like a fingernail is not the same material as an
It's
antler. But yeah.
Keratin. Thank you, Rat Dad.
Yeah.
Keratin. Caribou. It's caribou.
That's it. It's caribou.
Yes, it's caribou.
So, well, that's weird. Anyway, never mind.
Oh God, his brain's working.
Because I saw a deer with two caribou sticking out of its head. It was weird. Okay, and then there was a moose with two caribou sticking out of its head, and I'm like, what's going on? So.
No, you are right. It is a cartilage. I just thought it was more like a hair than necessarily.
It is a
cartilage.
Yeah, it is. It's like skin, nerves, tissue, like a fibrous tissue. But
okay.
Yeah, it's just
Fromun is here. For the record, I am not a caribou. We've established this. I'm a rat.
Fromun.
Everything may be my fault, but I'm still a rat.
Well, it's like venom and poison. Like there is a difference. Like yeah, it's gonna fuck you up. I think that's the thing a lot of people don't understand. Like people like to put them in the same category because they're like it'll fuck you up.
Yeah, it's similar.
And also in terms of rhino horns, that's hair.
Okay. So I knew one.
Hair.
Okay.
Yes.
So yeah. Okay. So
that is one tough hair.
That's some nappy bound together weird rope bound hairs. That's you gotta braid that like a million times. I know what they do. I know they use moose.
Moose. Saying that wild hair.
well, that's
Oh no,
why
hold on. I looked it up. Wait a minute. Hold on. I looked it up.
Now
It says,
you
unlike
see a
most
moose
animal
on a
horns.
rhino.
Yeah, it says, unlike most animal horns, which are comprised of a bony core coated by a relatively thin layer of keratin, rhino horns are solely made of keratin.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So
they're-
keratin, damn it. I said it a second ago. Motherfucker.
That's the
Keratin.
point.
Deep breath.
There we go.
Take a deep
Sorry.
There you go.
Keratin. Is it the hair? It is the hairs?
It says keratin is a naturally produced protein that strengthens hair, skin, and nails in humans. So it's protein. So when you're looking at a rhino's horn, you're looking at solidified protein.
That is freaky.
Okay.
Wow. That is.
No.
What is it the same thing? Okay, Jeebus, why can't I talk? Elephants. Their tusks. Is that the same thing?
Hold on, I'm looking up the heffalumps now.
Yeah, that's
Elephant.
ivory, but I don't know what it's actually made of. Also, when you were talking about, the moose thing, I laughed because I thought of phrase styling moose.
Uh-huh.
And I saw, just a regular moose, but he's like on a surfboard and he's got sunglasses on. And
He's
he's
got a
like,
pompadour.
Yeah.
Like
he's
Elvis
got
hair.
like a jacket and stuff. Yeah, he's styling. Yeah, exactly. That's what I saw. And it was funny.
These the bonds.
Red
Rhino.
Feather says elephant tusks are ivory.
Actually, more. Now my brain is misfiring. Stop.
Welcome to the
Rewind.
club.
Edit. Play. Much of the tusk is made up of dentine, a hard, dense, bony tissue, and the whole tusk is wrapped in enamel. That's what the elephant tusk is.
Wow,
So
so
it
it's
is
like
a
a
tooth.
tooth. It's a tooth.
ivory in color. Yeah. It's
big
just
old
like a tooth.
tooth.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a tooth. Yeah, that's why I was like, there's a big difference between that. Well, I mean, there was always a difference between all of them, but it's just when I think about antlers falling off, it's a little bit different when you go with different species of deer.
Yeah, I'm
Because I
sure
think
each one's different.
Like a goat isn't the same as a deer, but they have antlers too.
Yeah.
Thank you, Fromun. I can actually say it now. Carrot ton, carrot ton, carrot ton, carrot ton, carrot ton. Yeah! Thank you, Fromun. Sorry, I got fixated on that.
It's okay.
That's what
We love you, Kefki.
I love you so. Sorry, I
We'll-
don't know
we'll
what the
have
fuck
to-
that word was. I thought dentine was gum.
A long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Oh, sorry.
Oh, that was funny, Red. You thought Dentine was good. It is a gum, isn't it? Dentine, yeah.
It's
remember that
not the
stuff.
first gum I think of when somebody says gum. Like, whenever gum is talked about, just the generic term,
Yeah.
my brain always goes to chiclets.
I think of a juicy fruit. It's gonna move you. Something,
Right.
something to
Yeah.
you.
And then double mint gum. Yeah.
Oh yeah, double
Yeah,
mint, double
Yeah.
the flavor.
I think about the Hubba Bubba, the bubble gum.
Kefki,
Oh, yeah.
if you really want to giggle, I found something on Twitter and I stuck it in general.
Uh oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if you want me to read it out loud or not. It's not dirty.
Let's see. In general.
In general.
I'm looking.
Yep.
I have a open general. There we go. Would you let me scroll down? Okay. Yeah, would you read it aloud, Maddy?
Yeah, sure. All right, here is a movie pitch. A Muppet movie where the Muppets play Dungeons and Dragons, and it cuts between the Muppets around the table and the fantasy being acted out. But instead of it just being the Muppets dressed up in Dungeons and Dragons fantasy costume, it's celebrity actors, but the Muppets do the voices, and the actors have to act how those Muppets would. Imagine a barbarian played by Jason Momoa, voiced by Miss Piggy.
Yeah.
That'd be
Good.
funny. Oh, that's cute. That needs to happen. I love the Muppets. I do. I miss the Muppet Show. Oh my god.
I do too.
It's time
I
to
do too.
play the music. It's time to cue the light. Something.
The only reason I would put my foot down is because I have trust issues with people who have a lack of respect for legacy shows like that
Yeah.
one. Like, if it
Yeah.
was something with deep connections with the family, I'd be all for it. Like, especially if you know they've got the integrity to follow up
Yeah.
with it. But I've just seen them just destroy one thing after another, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, you know what? I'm so glad that my childhood has reruns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I read that screen cap, I put it in general, and the only thing running through my head is Miss Piggy's voice coming out of Jason Momoa as he goes,
Mhm. Yeah.
It's stuff that I'd really like to see too. Like, I'd love to see them come back. It's just
Well, it doesn't.
only if they're respected. I
Don't,
get you.
don't Disney own the Muppets now or something?
Yeah, but they don't know what to do with them, which is why they haven't really tried to rehash the show or restart the show.
Ah. Uh-oh.
Chat.
Oh, no.
Look at chat.
Oh, is that...
Zed. Oh, that's a good one. Worse. Half-elf ranger played by Vin Diesel and voiced by Elmo.
No!
Oh, that's good.
Lord. That would be funny.
God.
Hi, Trucker.
Oh, that was a good one. Good.
The Rock
good,
voice is
good.
Kermit.
Yeah. Yeah, there could be some really funny
Wait, okay, a
setups or
paladin.
situations there.
A paladin played by Jim Caviezel, voiced by Fozzie Bear.
I love
Oh.
Fozzie Bear. Fozzie
That would be
Bear.
good too.
Yes. Mr. Yes says the Rock voiced by Kermit. Oh, God.
Oh yeah, I could see that too.
I wish I could do
Like,
Kermit's voice, because I would do the whole "Can you spell what the Rock is cooking?"
Oh,
thing.
there's-
I
oh.
can't.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
The only voice that I can do, I either can do it when I'm doing certain phrases, or apparently when I get the snot scared out of me playing a horror game on a stream, and that's Mickey Mouse. and the reason I knew how to learn how to do the Mickey Mouse one is because when I was living in Georgia, I was with a friend. We were at a booth, running a booth at a flea market, and this guy next to us set up everything, and he had this antique Mickey Mouse phone. Well, whenever somebody would hit a button, Mickey would say certain phrases, because that's what he's supposed to do. That's part of the novelty. So I decided I was going to mess with him. Every time he tried to step out of his booth, he'd hear, "Oh boy, a phone call." He'd go back in the booth, pick up the phone, look at the phone from bottom to top, unhook the phone, put the receiver back on the phone, shake his head, walk out. He'd be 5 paces outside the booth, and I'd go, "Oh boy, a phone call!" He'd turn right around, go back in again. I did this like 3 times before I started laughing. He goes, "Are you doing that?" "Yeah." He goes, "Can you please stop?" I said, "I'm sorry, I was having too much fun."
He probably hated you, oh Lord. That's, you know what though, I would be creeped out by a Mickey Mouse telephone. My friend used to have a Garfield telephone. I don't think it had a Garfield talking on it, because she always had it ringing, but it was Garfield sleeping, and you pulled the phone out of his back. You basically ripped Garfield's spine out to answer the phone. It was great.
Yeah.
The horror game aspect, I was playing Amnesia, a Machine for Pigs on Twitch. One of my friends, by the name of Fuckwad on Twitter, or Mr. Fuh, he was in the chat and something was happening. I was panicking. My voice went up 2 or 3 octaves, and I looked over at the chat when I got a chance, and he said, "Tonight, the part of Maddy will be played by Mickey Mouse." I went, okay, I'll go for that.
Can't remember which channel it is locally, but you were talking about Kermit, the Kermit voice. One of the weathermen on one of the local news channels. I can't watch. I have to change the channel because he sounds like Kermit the Frog.
Yeah?
He does.
Does he start out going, "Hi ho, this is..."
No, he's not that. It's not quite. It's not quite the same mannerisms, but he does have a very similar voice, and I can't take him seriously when he's giving the news. I'm just like, nope, we're changing the channel.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. A cleric, played by Harrison Ford, voiced by the Swedish Chef.
That's also a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. I can see Harrison Ford acting it out. That's why it's great. I can picture it.
You don't know, like, Harrison Ford nowadays, or like Harrison Ford then-a-days would be, which one?
I don't know.
Old Harrison?
Nowadays, he could be the grizzled guy because he still has a sense of humor.
Either one actually would still work, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, Beaker is played by Morgan Freeman.
Oh
Oh my God, Pumpkin Trucker. That's funny, Trucker.
Zed, I'm going to cast Blessing the Barbarian and have orc.
Orc.
The funny thing about that, though, Trucker, is like I'd be worried Morgan Freeman would he's old. I don't want him to strain himself and then can't do it anymore. That's the only problem. But it would be great otherwise.
Yep.
Yeah. Have you heard the recording of Morgan Freeman reading the storybook "Go the F to Sleep"?
No.
Okay, it's funny. It's funny. You should look it up on the interwebs. Morgan Freeman, "Go the Fuck to Sleep." It's funny. It's actually him too, from my understanding. So makes it even funnier.
All right.
Sorry, you're talking about Morgan Freeman. My brain just went. I don't know who Jaleel White is, voiced by
he was Steve Urkel.
Who?
Steve Urkel.
Oh,
Steve Urkel. Voice Sonic and
Oh, Samuel Jackson read it? I thought it was. Wait, I am confused. Who did it? Morgan Freeman read it, I thought. Maybe it was Samuel L. Jackson. I don't know. My brain was Also, Goose! Everybody watch out. There's Goose.
Yeah.
You know how mean gooses are.
Right there. Jaleel White was Steve Urkel. Yeah.
Yep. Did I do that?
I could
no.
not stand
an hour, by the way.
watching that guy at that show. He drove me crazy.
I know it's, I haven't seen that show in years, but that was too soon. Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
he gets on my last nerve because it's just catchphrase. It's worse
Yes,
than when you're watching Different Strokes and you hear what you're talking about, Willis. It's like, oh my god,
Yeah.
stop saying it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it definitely didn't help the longevity of that show.
No.
Statler and Waldorf would be the DMs.
Those are their names. I can never remember the
Yeah,
names.
the two grumpy guys in the theater.
As a kid, even watching the Muppets, I wanted to be one of the old guys. I did.
Yeah.
They were just like perpetual smartasses, and I loved it. Just up there heckling everything. It was good.
Wish I could do the voices. That's funny, Zed. Yeah, the old hecklers. Yeah, I like that they just were such smart asses. You know.
Yeah,
They were so funny. They were so funny. Oh, we've been an hour?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you, BuhLooZeR. So probably should start wrapping up pretty soon. I didn't come with any topics again. I didn't have any topics. This is what, the fourth one? The fifth one that I've done?
It's the fourth.
It's the fourth
Well,
one, and
I
I
mean-
still haven't got topics.
I understand that. But
You'll
if you
work
think
it
about-
out.
Think about this though.
Mm.
What subjects were brought up
Uh-huh.
involved art,
Uh-huh.
and there was just general nonsense-ish type things. So
Uh-huh.
the title is Why Art, there's art, thou a goober, and we were all goobers, so it worked.
Yes.
Well, thank you, Rat. I didn't
We have
think of it that way.
We have followed the point of this stream. I think we've done perfectly.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Yay! Oh, Red Feather! Oh, I loved Grover too. He was my favorite as well. Grover is underrated. He doesn't get the respect that he
No.
deserves.
Yeah,
No,
I
no.
like
Yeah.
too.
No, you don't.
Grover's freaking amazing.
It was like last week they were, what was it? I think they were blasting an announcement that Sesame Street was making because they were going to introduce a homeless character, and the first person replied with, "And how long has Oscar been living in the trash can?"
Yeah.
Like, I think that
know.
qualifies.
I know, right?
Dude's been hanging out in that trash can since I was a kid. I mean, come on now. He's a professional homeless person at this point.
Yeah.
No, you're not wrong. They haven't even like upgraded him to like a dumpster or something.
No,
You could pay him.
In the same trash can. The only thing they did, according to, because I follow this account on Twitter called Muppet History. The only changes they ever made to Oscar is he was originally orange and they turned him green.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's the only change they ever made to him.
Mm-hmm. Which I kind of like. I kind of like that they get, because they
green
changed
works.
so many. Like, you ever seen the first Big Bird? Dude, you want to talk about nightmare fuel? Should look up what this first Werbs. First Big
Just like,
Bird looked like. There we go. Yes. It was.
and then there was,
Snuffleupagus.
I remember growing up, yeah, that one.
Yeah,
The first time
Snuffleupagus.
they introduced the Snuffleupagus on the show, I don't remember how old I was. But Mom was watching it with me, and she goes, what did Big Bird just call his friend? I said, Snuffleupagus something. I said he called it a Snuffleupagus something. I don't remember.
Snuffleupagus something. I like that. Snuffleupagus something. Ah, Pat said scram. Ah, wait a second. Okay. Wait, I am old. I was born in 90. I never heard of Orange Oscar. That was a long time ago.
Long time ago.
Yeah,
I can't remember
yeah.
when Sesame Street started.
It was back 1976,
Was it in the 70s?
78. I
It was
think.
definitely before. It was before the 80s. I just couldn't remember when.
Yeah. It was like late 70s, I believe. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I used to love Sesame Street. I guess that's no surprise, but fucking Elmo ruined it. I'm not kidding. When they introduced Elmo, the quality of the show went downhill. They used to have so they used to have people that were mixed and blended and interact with the Muppets, and it was very natural the way they pulled it off.
Yeah.
It was great. It made sense. It had a good flow to it. And then they introduced Elmo, and slowly it just started to go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The first time I heard Elmo loves you, I went, "Oh God, there goes the show."
Oh God,
Well,
Maddy, please never do that again. That was too good.
Sorry.
Well, it became the Elmo show at that point.
Yes,
Well,
yes, it did,
I
Jim.
grew up-
It did, actually. You're right.
Yep, I grew up in '73, so I was like a '70s and '80s kid. I grew up with Sesame Street. I grew up with Mr. Rogers, and when I went to Miami for summer break, I grew up with Hey You Guys, otherwise known as the Electric Company. Took me a while to pay attention to the name of the show because before the theme song played, they went, "Hey you guys." I'd run from wherever in the room, plant my butt in the seat. My grandma said that was the quietest half hour she ever had in her house when I was staying with her.
You mesmerized by the TV.
That was another show I liked watching when I was a kid. That I don't know if everybody got to see that because I don't know where it started. It was on Nickelodeon when I was a kid, but it was called Mr. Wizard.
Oh,
Yes,
I loved
I remember
Mr.
that.
Wizard. It used to be on HBO for a while.
I didn't know where it originated
Or
from.
Mr.
but
Wizard's World was.
Yeah, I saw that long before I ever saw anything about like Bill Nye or anything like that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Wizard
Yeah.
was the original one that did the really cool stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Mm-hmm. It was a great show.
Yep.
Yeah, it was. Then there was what was it? Allegra's Castle.
I don't remember that.
Bear in the Big Blue House. Bear in the Big Blue House.
You
Or
said
am I older than
Eureka.
everybody here now?
Is that like Eureka's Castle?
Yeah, Eureka's Castle. Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah, that
Yeah,
was on
that-
that was on Nickelodeon, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't remember what channel Bear in the Big Blue House was, but Bear was cool.
I don't remember how this. I'm old though. I was probably too old to watch it by that time. No, yeah.
Yeah, thank you for the correction, because, ADD and names. I knew the castle part. It's like I'm better at describing stuff than I am remembering names. I mean, I
Oh,
get
yeah.
the names from.
That's one last thing. That was a 80s cartoon that I liked that wasn't as popular from what I remember. Because a lot of people liked, like when it come to like the action-y stuff, people liked like Thundercats or He-Man and stuff like that.
I loved He-Man.
As a kid, one of my favorite shows was Silverhawk.
Oh, yeah.
I love that show.
Because there were 3 shows like that were made by the same production company. It was Thundercats, Silverhawks, and I think Street Sharks. Where they had the bad guy transform into like a more powerful form that they fought at the end of the show.
You know what was an awesome cartoon? Voltron!
Yeah.
That also
The
was
Lion
cool.
Voltron, not the Vehicle Force Voltron. That was
Right.
boring.
No, that one
Yeah.
sucked.
Yeah.
Now, the reboot of the first reboot of the Lions was interesting because whoever unlocked the part where they could be the head, Voltron took on different ways of fighting. Like, we were always, used to the form blazing sword. You knew that was the end of the show.
Mhm.
In the first reboot, they would unlock the configurations. The next configuration in the reboot was, I think, the red guy became the head, and Voltron had pistols.
Wait, what year was that?
I don't remember. I have to look it up. When the yellow guy unlocked being the head, they had a wrecking ball in each hand.
Oh.
So,
Huh.
yeah.
That's
let me
was it like in the 90s or was it like later?
see. It might have been in the 90s.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
I don't think I ever saw that reboot. Yeah.
But it was
Yeah,
really interesting because we got to go to Pidge's
Oh,
uh-huh.
we got to go to Pidge's planet and find out that The planet was a planet full of scientists, geniuses, and ninjas.
Ninja.
And that was also the episode where Pidge unlocked being able to be the head. And that was the first time I actually saw Voltron, like, the dude was doing martial arts. That's all I have to say.
Yeah,
The
it's
robot
like
was
this
doing martial arts.
planet.
I was like, this is cool.
This planet's full of scientists, brilliant people. Oh, and ninjas too. Yeah, ninjas.
Ninjas too, yeah. It was like a combination of the three I had to remember.
There was one
No,
other
Voltron
cartoon
didn't
that
get
was-
absorbed. Oh, sorry, Raddat. Go ahead.
Nope. Yeah, one other cartoon that I remembered that I enjoyed. I just was. I don't know. Like, I don't really remember it. I just remember I liked it. Biker Mice from Mars.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes.
That was also a good one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yes. Biker Mice from Mars. Totally cool.
No, Mystery S. Voltron did not get absorbed by Transformers. That they didn't, like, Hasbro didn't even make the toys. It was Panache. Well, no, the figures for the characters was Panache Place, I think. But yeah, I love Transformers too. Starscream.
Yep.
I love Starscream. I still love Starscream.
Oh yeah.
My favorite Autobot was Jazz.
Sorry.
My favorite Autobot was Jazz.
I loved, as typical as it is, I did love Optimus Prime. When I was a kid, my most favorite Christmas was my dad had gotten my brother a Megatron, the really cool freaking Megatron that transformed into the gun that I want so bad that you can't really get nowadays without a freaking orange cap on the end of it. And then he got the Megatron and I got Optimus Prime, and it was so cool. And we got $100 each, which was amazing back then. Yes, it was a glorious Christmas.
Yep, I had a couple of Transformers, and I had one of them that was transformed from a fighter jet to a vehicle. I think his name was Jump something. Can't remember his name.
Was
And
it a
I
Transformer
got
or a
it-
GoBot?
Might have
the
been
Transformer.
Jumpstart.
Ah,
I
Jumpstart.
think so.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. And I remember because I'm sitting there with it because it was basically an instruction book on how to do the triple transformations. And you know, when you're a kid, you're not supposed to cuss.
Yeah.
Okay, so here I am with the instruction book trying to get the thing to transform into the airplane, and I can't get it to transform into the airplane, but I can't cuss in order to fully, articulate my frustration. So I'm going, thing. Why can't you jerk? Dad came to the toy room and he goes, "Are we having a seizure? Help!" That's all I said.
I always just chuck those things away. I learned how to transform them by just messing around with them, and I could still like I got so good at it. Like I got my brother for Christmas one year. He got me Starscream, and so I sat there and I transformed it without even it's just like muscle memory. It becomes that way, and it's just I could still do it. But yeah, fidgeting with them is how I learned how to do that. The instruction booklet was not clear. Instructions unclear.
No.
It wasn't a transformer, but it was a toy that has survived since the 80s. I still have it.
Yeah.
I still have the leader of the Rock Lord.
Rock
Oh,
Lords, I
wow.
remember them.
Yep,
I
I
had-
still have Granite.
Cool. I had
So cool.
I had a Dinobot. I think it was Slag. That was the one that looked like the
Oh!
Brontosaurus, right?
Yes.
I had Grimlock.
Oh, you had Grimlock. I had Swoop. Yay!
Nice.
Between us all, we can form the Dinobots. Except we're missing.
Two.
Oh my God, who are we missing? We got Grimlock, Swoop, Slag, and Grimlock, Swoop,
Slag was the Triceratops.
Yes, with the little pointy things on the tail.
Yeah.
Who were the 4 Dinobots? Here we go. Grimlock, Strafe,
Strafe. Thank you. Wait,
Slug,
no.
and Scorn. No, wait a
Lug,
minute. That's
no,
the movie. I
no,
don't watch
it's
the movie.
Lug.
No.
I think it's Lug. It's not Strafe. Is not a Dinobot. No, that's a new one apparently.
I
There were 4
also
of them.
had the individual
I love
Transformers
Soundwave too.
made Devastator. Had it, too.
Devastator. Oh, you had the freaking you could form Devastator?
Yeah, I had all of Transformers to make Devastator
Yeah.
for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, well, my brother he collected them. He had the Constructicons too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
like
was
them.
cool. It was so cool. Like, yeah. It was fun.
Yeah, I actually had a lot of toys.
We're talking
Marshall.
about the 80s, and their
Yeah.
chat's talking about the 90s and 2000s. Sorry!
Well,
We're all farts!
know.
Sorry!
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay,
Look,
this
yeah,
one's
look,
not an
you-
old fart. This one's a youngin'.
There's somebody on a stream who had a 2-year stint where she had Barbie, My Little Pony, and Star Wars toys. That would be me. And when Mom came downstairs and saw Barbie having breakfast with Luke Skywalker, she goes, "I thought she was dating Ken," and I said, "Ken's a wimp."
Ken's a wimp.
Can Ken defeat
do
the
you
dark
know-
side? I don't think so.
Do you know that when you burn a Barbie, the hair melts to its head, and the first thing to go is the hair and the head, and it collapses in on itself? But strangely, because you think, oh, the arms and the legs are rubber, it feels like the head. But no, they are hard to burn, yo. They don't want to go nowhere.
Mr. Yes
We
Ken
lost
didn't
a
know the
spoon.
Force. No, he did not.
Oh no,
Yeah,
we
we
lost
lost Spoonie.
Spoonie?
yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Shit.
Spoonie. Is she
Sorry.
okay? She
Yeah,
has
she's
to go?
fine. She just has to do something. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Probably.
Thank you for coming
it's
by,
probably-
Spoonie.
Lady Spoonie, say hi to your sister.
Oh, guys, thank you for coming by and being on stream with us. I'm sorry I went over time talking about old fart stuff.
Now the puppet has no mouth. Oh,
yeah.
no.
Oh, no. Oh, God. Where is she?
I actually had I had what? I had
Hide
the
it, please.
13-inch.
Look,
I
Oh, no,
I had
she
the
disappeared.
13-inch. Look, I had the 13-inch R2D2 action figure where you could interchange the circuit boards in his back.
That is so cool.
That was
so
really cool.
and
Unfortunately, my parents bought me the small version of C-3PO. So when the two of them came, it was really comical. He's this really big R2D2 and this little bitty C-3PO standing right next to him.
The biggest toy I think I ever had was Mazinger Z. It was my brother's, but I took it from him. This giant Shogun warrior robot. It was so cool.
Oh wow!
Oh yeah. It's about 10 o'clock. I think we would have. I'm sorry. I got a tangent.
Yeah,
about-
we've been live for 77 minutes.
What? Wait, what?
We've been live for almost 80 minutes.
80 minutes.
Oh.
Oh, Jeebus. Okay. Ah! Okay, so we lost a Spoonie, and that's my fault because I should have ended earlier. I'm sorry. Thank you for coming by.
It's fine.
I think we're gonna close out the show. So
Yes.
with that, I just want to say thank you to everybody who has joined me tonight. It has been wonderful streaming with you guys, and I appreciate it so very much. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Maddy. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Ratatat. And thank you, BuhLooZeR. And thank you, Spoonie, who can't hear me say thank you. And I'm not going to thank Lodi, because he had to. So, yeah. I'm sorry. I feel like bullying him tonight.
All the links to everyone on the show have been put in chat.
Yes, thank you, BuhLooZeR. Thank you so much. Also, thank you, chat, for hanging out with us. It's been great. I'm sorry that I haven't read all the chats. I try to pay attention. I get distracted with running the stream a bit, though. So
I tried to catch a few too. So.
yeah, thank you. But okay, so I think we are going to head out. And okay, bye. Oh wait,
Subscribe.
wait. What? What?
Huh?
What?
Subscribe to Kefki.
That's
I
not
didn't say
getting
anything.
Okay,
Yeah,
bye.